Okay, well, since I was on the committee, I'll start first. My name is Jitu Sadiki. I'm a member of the committee that was part of the three phases of the tribunal. The committee had the responsibility of investigating allegations that had been made related to T.A.C.O, also known as Misha Colton, who was the leader, who was in leadership of the Black Liberation Party. Several people prior to the informal, investigation that was formal, there was an informal process where people came to myself and other people talked about these abuses that were taking place. Then it became necessary to informally address these issues. And in the process, we found out several people. I know one young sister who I don't think she might be named, since she was a witness at the tribunal, whose name is Ebony, who was the wife of my son, Bowie, who was also a member of the Black Riders Liberation Party. And she indicated that several incidents that happened where she had been challenged physically by T.A.C.O, and she knew of others. They had a policy of non-collaboration or informing anybody outside the party about what was going on. And she was reluctant initially to say anything, but when the abuses got so far out of line, she decided that she was going to speak up. That's how I found about it. I also talked to my son, Bowie, about it, and he confirmed a lot of the things that were going on. He didn't necessarily want to go, he didn't participate in the tribunal, but he did acknowledge all the incidents that were happening. There was efforts to try to handle this informally by talking to T.A.C.O himself. He initially agreed to meet. He wanted several individuals to be present. When they agreed to be present, all right now, okay, all right, Karen. Okay. The efforts to meet was thrown off. T.A.C.O didn't even change from one position to another related to that. So after we determined we weren't able to meet and informally deal with this, all right, we decided to have a formal process where this information would be presented to individuals who were respecting the community, who were involved in either revolutionary organizations or was engaged in revolutionary work on the individual level, or just people that was community oriented, that was also part of the Black movement within LA. And that information presented to them via testimony from people who suffered these abuses, or through video documentations, such as with the brother and sister Ross, and who had a business in the community and assisted to help Black riders develop funding. All of the testimony, the videotape and live testimony, resulted in the body that came together. In fact, at least two of the people that was part of that body were people that T.A.C.O said he wanted to sit in, at least information I got, was that he wanted them to sit in on the informal process, and they were on the tribunal. So these were people that he entrusted, who also sat in there so this was an impartial body that came to the conclusion that witnesses were credible and that the information was credible and that he should be held accountable for those actions. One thing that's really important is that in putting this together, there was a clause that everyone signed that testified that there would be no collaboration with the state. You know, this was an internal community matter with the progressive community, and that we were going to deal with this ourselves, not involving the police or any other state apparatus. There's been a lot of information put out there that people involved were agents. Everybody stand on their own in terms of being a part of the movement for decades. So this bullshit about these are this is state sponsored, that these are agents for the state, is total lies. You know, we all got a history in terms of our commitment to the struggle. So his brother, and what was asked in terms of the sanctions was one, that he had to acknowledge the wrong that was done and correct that, which he has refused to do. And there were other sanctions involving him not having any position within any organization, any progressive organization, because of his past behavior.
Well, I heard about something that was going on with T.A.C.O. I've had association with T.A.C.O. when I goes back. Not too long after they split off from Panther organization that was started by I think it's Brother Kwaku, Chad. And I was a little bothered by what I saw, but you know, also I was impressed to get the jump. Militant was looking good, right? So we were all, a lot of us had thought, oh man, okay, here we go. That things were going to pick up now. That we had the militant young people involved, the militant and angry young people were involved, and I saw them at Lamert Park. We got straight up in the cops' faces, the parking lot. Oh, okay. So I was really impressed. Then this kind of disturbing kind of news started to come out. One of the things I learned right, I found out once this process was starting was this thing about black and brown kind of thing that went down. There was a move to try to bring black and brown unity together, but it seemed to be kind of a confusing attempt. And then there was this use of system, abuse of the system. So I started to chase that down, and I got pretty close to the source. And my conclusion was that the charge against T.A.C.O. was real. Right? Then I was contacted by D-Don, and I sat in on some of the evidence gathering, and my conclusion was that although I didn't really jump in behind the evidence gathering because it felt like he was already found guilty already. But after I saw what the evidence was, I drew my own conclusions, my own personal investigation of what I saw, talking to people involved. Then I watched the tribunal process, so I thought to myself that, yeah, this is a major contribution to our movement that the brothers and sisters here in LA were showing how to make corrections that needed to be made within our movement. And every movement that I know of has got problems and needs to, can learn from what the tribunal, how it was put together, what it did. Think about not involving the state. I mean, it's not, for some people, the first thing they want to do is call the cops. That's a no. But okay, what I saw was that, and the part of it is that I dedicated most of my life to our movement because I think it's bad as hell. We stand for everything that's good about human nature. We got no business having to pull back or hold back because of who we are and what we want for the future. Right? It's always been good. I mean, we're not perfect, so we have problems. So that's what we do is criticism, self-criticism. That's how come we do the gate where the community could come forward and criticize us, all that. So we have these built-in kind of corrections, and we believe in them. But I like them. They hurt like hell. But what the hell? We're human, and if we really desire for a bright future for our youth and for our planet, then yeah, we got to go along with it. Because ain't nobody got all the answers. So yeah. So what I'm saying is that T.A.C.O is bad news. He's a warlord, right? He's a negative element. He doesn't represent anything positive about our movement, except maybe some of the militancy. But that militancy could get self-righteous real quick and then get tracked off. So, I encourage everyone to study the movement, look at the future, see what we want, and do we want our movement to benefit a few, or is it going to benefit the many? Right? We want a movement that's going to oppress other people, or is it going to liberate people? So, those are kind of fundamental questions of what our movement is about and our own identity. So I ain't going for no gangster or no warlord going to front themselves off as our movement. That's what I feel. All power to them.